Shalom, family. Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb forever and ever. You know, it never ceases to amaze me at the recalcitrance of the political parties, more specifically the Democratic Party. You know, I think we're having a test of wills. Is that what we're having now? A test of wills? Because I already knew in the middle of summer of last year that we would get here. We, we would we would eventually be having ourselves a test of wills. You know, when I think about it politically, you are the most dangerous segment of America to black people, or should I say Negroes, or should I say foundational black Americans, than anything else in this country. You have shown nothing but policy of usury. I mean, show nothing but a political stance of usury of the black population, i.e., foundational black Americans, and giving them absolutely nothing. So, in the span of 60 years, if you just bad seed, and you are bad seed, you quite frankly bad seed. You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it, but I would like to tell the other half that we do know the other half. And we know you're there. We can't tell if you're white or black, even Hispanic or Asian anymore. Anyway, back to what the fuck I was saying. You are detrimental to the very existence. In fact, I would dare say that at this point, you are an existential threat to the foundational black population. Point blank. Point blank. You see all of the chaos in the street? We could thank the Democratic Party. Don't look no further. Don't look no further. Again, facts are facts are facts. Facts and numbers don't fucking lie, ever. Your mouth might, sometimes even your heart, maybe even your spirit. But facts and numbers and that Holy Bible, God's Word, they don't lie. They don't lie. So I would like to ask you something. How many foundational black Americans have been killed by your proxy? That was a low blow, huh? Yeah, we have to see them as your proxy. They are willing to do the grunt work, the dirty work, get their hands dirty. So how many, city for city, blue cities, how many? Per year. Per year. Slice the numbers up however you please. But the most important thing that I've said is that this year we see them as your proxy, as your grunts. Again, we look at the chaos in the streets. People are dying. And why? Why? Because you, as a Democratic Party, I will get it to the House Negroes later. They sort of like the house flavor. I mean, the house blend, the coffee. I don't touch the stuff. I never drink the house blend. Ever. Ever. Don't touch the house blend. All right? It's never the same. And you taste way too much different flavors. Too many different flavors at the same time. Don't get it. It's very cheap and they charge you the same price as the other coffee when it's a blend of leftovers. Anyway, as you can see, I'm a bit of an enthusiast when it comes to coffee. I'm an expert at it. But anyway, so how many dead FBA can we lay at the feet of the Democratic Party at the hands of their proxy in the blue cities? They are blue, right? Blue, red, or what the fuck ever. Democratically controlled cities. Should we do the math? Because see, if we do the math, we're gonna see who's killing who, and we'll even see why. We'll even see why. We're firmly aware of the made-up lie of the Asian hate, that kind of shit. How you want to call everything black when you know damn well as a Democratic, I mean, I'm discombobulated, ain't I? As a Democratic of the party, exactly what we're saying. But you use that, which belies your intent. And your intent is we have this test of wills. Me, us, we against your Luciferian character. While we know each and every last one of you practice and take part in some kind of alternative God as you trick the rest of America into thinking like you, just like everybody else. No, you're a snake. You're a wolf. But I do snakes, and I do wolves too. You'd be surprised at the shit that I'm capable of fucking doing. You really would be shocked and terrified, not at the action, but at the emptiness in which the action was taken. If you know what I mean. The emptiness. Nothing. But that's a horse of a different color. So let me ask this question of the Democratic Party. What are you offering black people this time? More discussion about health care, affordability, no hate crimes bill, no mention of reparations, and you're going to keep on putting and you're going to get people hit. She need to go sit her ass down somewhere. She needs to go sit her ass down. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Want to see the picture? I can show it to you right now. But I don't have to. She better sit her ass down. Or tell everyone in that damn chamber that she speaks for the Democratic Party and not black people. Now, I first started saying this 2 damn years ago. You're not gonna be us while operating against us or not helping us at all as you help every other racial group around you as they're selected by the Democratic Party. So shit's about to get on the personal. They may be fine and cute and handsome and even hunks to you, but what you need to understand is in this phase of the game, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about her. I don't care about her family. And I've already dug into her family. Why do I keep saying her? Oh, because you keep making her prominent. You can't get past her. You don't see any other Democratic member on social media as much as you see her. Ain't that something? Coincidence, huh? Coincidence. And every other so-called black representative, you on notice too. You're going to find out how much that we care about what we're doing here and how much we don't give a fuck about you or your family members or your jobs or your livelihoods or your careers or anything else about you. You killed us. Yeah, I can pretty much say you killed us, and you've been killing us a very long time. A very long time. When it ain't you killing us, it's them other killing us. When it ain't them other killing us, it's you helping them other kill us. When that ain't the fucking scenario, it's them using your ass as snitches, infiltrators. I mean, like fucking spies in the black community to take home to your bed. I mean, your master. But you are a bondsman and a bondswoman. We know what that means. You simply do whatever you're told to do. And you do understand, it looks like it too. It hangs off you like a fucking spider web. Oh, you have no idea. You just, anyway, let's keep it political so it won't won't collapse into a personal attack against the enemies of foundational Black Americans, not enemies in terms of their proxy force. And you do have a proxy force. And it is war. How many of us is dead and how many of them is dead, not at the hands of us? I'll wait. I'll wait. It's sort of like understanding that that this strange phenomenon. I find it curious that a Black officer, a Black deputy, can go their entire career and never draw their weapon, never fire a shot, stop after stop after stop, contact after contact after contact, and everybody fucking lives. But when it gets to you, you seem like, I don't see this. I mean, maybe it's me. Why aren't those Black guys always killing as many other people as we do? But you won't ask yourself that. But I seen it instantly. It's one of two things. Either the Black officers and the deputies are more fucking professional, or you just a racist motherfucker who like killing Black people. It's one or the other. And both of them are cool. It's probably a little bit of each, because that's what happens when you devalue life. Any kind. Once you start to devaluing it, you're already fucked. You're already screwed. That's a fact. But, there's an issue here. There's an issue. And I fear that we're going to have to do what we said that we would do. It's going to get personal. Understand this. If you believe that you can withstand it, then you and believe that you can withstand it. If you believe that your loyalty to parties and organizations trumps your duty to your people, you're going to get fucked over. I promise you. I'm going to open your ass up like a can of fucking dog food. Okay? I'm going to open you up bad, because we know exactly what you are. It's that the rest of the population don't know. And you always in their face, posing, presenting, looking for the microphone, looking for the position, looking to fit in, looking to find that niche. Anything that you can do besides represent your Black constituents or your Black family, so to speak. And you think, well, why wouldn't you think? I mean, after 65 years, that's all you've done. I mean, we've been told to our faces on multiple fucking occasions that you ain't doing shit. Obama said it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is another thing that we have to clear up right now. Biracials ain't Black. I'm sorry. And I don't mean, now, Black is an experience, and they can attain Blackness through such poverties and trials and miseries and the sufferings. Okay? That's what we can do. But there's no space, or there's no space between that and that. I mean, Black is more than Black is more than a damn skin color. No, it is a force, way of life, spanning back over 400 years and even further, 5,000 years. Now here your ass is, with the same shit that every other politician since Pontius Pilate to Machiavelli has indulged in. So now we're at this crossroads. They prayed and 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 they prayed. And you knew they were praying. Shit, they didn't got killed for fucking praying. Shit, they have been marched into starvation over saying a prayer. Shit. Yeah, we just had an officer shoot a 60-plus-year-old woman in the face because she said Jesus bless him or Jesus protect me, and he all claimed that it was on over a quart of hot water on a stove that wasn't even boiling yet. Wow. Wow. And he mounted a defense. But this is common. This is common. It's not a big deal. Remember, I made the offer. You should tell us how many dead niggas you need per year to satiate your bloodlust. And maybe we can work something out. I don't know. It's going to be a hard sell, a very hard sell. But I'm willing to make the effort for you, because apparently you have to kill us in every way fucking imaginable. And you do. Oh, you do it well. You are efficient. And while all the while making yourself like you're not doing anything wrong. It's just a normal ebb and flow of the political and sociological life. This is just how things are. At least that's what the fuck you told me. Not only did you tell me that to my face, man, do I have to call this white boy's name? Because I will. I mean, he's either elderly or quite dead at this point. One or the other. I should disrespect his family and just call the motherfucker by name. Fuck it, huh? Fuck it, baby. Rock and roll. Call him by name. But this particular white man put his arm around me on my shoulder as we walked and we talked. Now, I tolerated it. But at the end of the discussion, he said to me, we're just Southerners. We are Southerners. Now, what was he really saying? What was he really saying? Translation, as long as you somewhere here in the South, we will be fucking your ass over. That is the translation. We don't care what we have to do, we gonna do it. That's the translation. Can you? Unbelievable. He didn't know who the hell he was talking to. I bet now his dumb ass, if he still breathes, is trembling, along with a host of others that thought they didn't got away. Celebrated Christmas, New Year's Eve, eating baked ham and turkey, dressing in a warm house by the motherfucking fireplace, knowing full well you ain't done nothing but fucking dirt after more dirt after more dirt after more dirt, and you thought there wasn't nobody watching. Nobody seen nothing if you can just keep it amongst the clique. Just keep it to the clique. Was that the plan? Was that the plan? Keep it to the clique. Anyway, we're having a test of wheels, aren't we? I think we're having a fucking test of wheels. So, again, you're going to find out really fast how I feel about a whole lot of shit. Really feel about it. I mean, really. You know, there are some things I say, and then there are some things I really say. Some shit I say, I only say these things, I call them keeper statements. Keeper statements. When I make these types of statements, it's going to leave you two motherfucking options. Two options. I'm not going to bring my ass around your motherfucking ass ever again, okay? Or you're going to have to do some backtracking. One or the other will happen, because my intent with that statement is to not ever have to fuck with you again, ever, unless it's in war. So let's not go there. Or are we already there? No, because I ain't calling no names. But I'm going to tell you this again. They may be cute, and they may be fine, and they may be sexy, and they be what, and they may even be a great catch. Again, we're not interested in your fleshly offerings. Not one iota. Not one iota. We don't do pretty. In fact, God ain't too, what's the old saying? God ain't too fond of ugly. And he ain't too something about friendly either. And that's where we at now. You just are, like everybody else, sitting your ass in a leather seat, surrounded by, God knows, everything that you are submissive to, right in your goddamn mouth. That's what you doing. Running your damn mouth. Over and over and over, and they tolerate it. They actually tolerate it. Well, given the position, it's understandable. We all have to follow decorum, don't we? Tradition, maybe? Decorum? Remembering things how they once was. Like them fools over in Britain that put on blonde wigs. Hold on. They put on blonde wigs as part of their fucking uniform as a judge. You sit your dumb ass down. What is it with the wigs? What? I mean, last time it was wigs and tights. I'm getting concerned. But you think that shit funny? Go over across the water here. Can you imagine a nigga as dark as Cooter Brown? I'm talking about skillet black. Some of the most beautiful women I've seen have been skillet fucking black. I shit you not. But anyway, and this nigga sitting as a judge with a blonde wig on because Britain has stuck their legs so far up their hiney that they think that they are Brits. I mean, they walk around and they'll swear by everything. Lord, Lord. This is what happens when you get broken in battle. Okay? You should be wounded in battle. You should die in battle, but never be broken. These are the broken ones. They survived, but not mentally, not spiritually, not at all. Not at all. My point is, we don't care. Be on notice. Be on notice. And back to District 18 and that chair. Where are we in that? Make your life easy. Make your life real easy. Okay? The rules are quite clear about that chair. Houston the motherfucker, ain't it though? Houston is the mother. I mean, this has to be fucking culture shock. I mean, this has to be like, who does this motherfucker think he is? And I already told you, I don't think that I am anyone. I never asked myself that. I've always asked you. From the very first time back in 2013 and 14 and 15, when shit was really, really hot. I'm talking about gimmicks and gunfiring, assassins, this type of shit running a motherfucking mouth. Assassins. A 25-year-old ass kid with tattoos all over his motherfucking face and broke at the same time don't make good fucking assassins. It make them broke ass kids with tattoos all over their fucking face that need some money for Pampers and fucking baby formula. Y'all some weak fucks. I could have killed him. Ask him. I could have killed him. Ask him. Ask him. If you haven't killed him already. Haven't been failed by some other disaster. See, and this is what I'm saying. It's the consistency of it. It's the consistency of I'm gonna do. Politically. No, the dynamic has changed. As you can see. Now the question becomes, how much are you willing to give the Democratic Party? How much loyalty do you have to the Democratic Party? See, that's what the question becomes. You just see what I'm saying? That's what it all means. Okay? How much is your loyalty? And and by the way, where does your loyalty actually lay if you're FBA? If you're FBA to your people? I mean, because you got multiple hats going on here. Multiple hats, and I tried to treat you as my sisters and my brothers a very long time. In the heat, even in the heat of battle, I only seen you as misguided. So anyway, I've tried to treat you as my sisters and my brothers. I mean, even in the heat of battle and all the shit that you had pulled, I seen you simply as misguided on some different shit. Not my real enemy until you became it. Until you became it through consistency. Consistency. You know what Jesus says? And I say too, whatever you have done to the least of me, you have done unto him. And by that standard, you already fucked. You've done some of everything. But I'm not here to make accusations or to create allegations because we don't care like that. We simply, please believe me, we don't care like that. None of what you do doesn't necessarily have to affect us. It's only when it does do we give a fuck. Outside of that, we don't care. That's why we don't talk about your organizations, no matter how misguided we think you are in terms of, and we don't talk about your false gods unless you make us. We don't call your organizations by name. We don't do any of that out of respect and because we don't give a fuck. We simply don't give. We the only people left on earth. We mean being source that knows how to not give a fuck. You see what I mean? We don't call you by name. We don't call your organizations by name, even though we know exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're getting paid, all your connections. We still don't say nothing. We still don't. I mean, do you think that we're stupid and we don't know? No, it's because we don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, we all make choices. Some choose life, some don't. But but on a whole nother note, you know, we can't take you seriously either because every one of your false gods has been already properly challenged, aspersed, made mockeries out of. None of them showed up. Not one. Shit. A black ass smoky field ass spirit did bouncing his ass from spot to spot. And then some other spirits by the thousands. We all past that now. We have an understanding. They say that they have a right to exist, and I say I have a right not to cast your ass into the nearest field or hole in the sky if you don't fuck with me. We both got rights. So we kind of coexist. Every now and then there's a fluff up, but that's rare, very rare. Usually it's some newbie that's not used to the dynamic. But now, damn, I'm sorry, I'm drifting. I'm off into a whole new other tangent in which I didn't even intend. Politically, where are we going? Can we safely say that? And it's funny that someone said this. They said that rather than the Democratic Party do right by blacks, you would rather lose the black vote. And that's cool when you think forward. But what you didn't foresee is not only are you going to lose the black vote, you're going to lose black people, period. Spiritually, intellectually, and racially. It's going to happen. And culturally. It's happening now. It's in your faces, and I know that you see it. You see it. So the question becomes, I mean, if you look at it purely political, can we win office, maintain office without the black vote? That is the question. Can we maintain office and gain seats without talking about reparations, without talking about hate crimes bills? And we understand why. We do understand why. But like I told somebody 5-6 years ago, in fact, I told a whole lot of somebodies. I said, man, look, when it comes to reparations and hate crimes bills, there is no viable political pathway there. And that kind of took the wind out their sails. But then I backdoored that with, then that means that you create the proper dynamic. And we've worked hard. We have beat your ass like a drum. All of you. Demons, warlocks, witches, politicians, errant fucking police officers, and other things I would rather not even talk about. But the point, out of respect. But the point is, you can beat like a drum. You can't be more thoroughly beat. So the meager offer, resistance that you offer is based on what? What will you do? What will you stop? As we, how can I put this? As we are forced to show you that we're not playing with your stupid ass. You got two options here. No, they're not even options, man. They're not even really options. We are going to separate from you. That's a guarantee. There's no way out of it. It is written, as in, come out of her, my people. That means get the fuck away from everybody else. That's exactly what that means. Now, if my interpretation is wrong, feel free to correct me. But I'm somewhat of a biblical, highly intellectual, I'm not going to say scholar, but I've read it from front to back. Front to back. You know why I read it? Because I wanted to know the truth, like your ass is getting right now, whether you like it or not. So, I am exhausting myself, but I'm not stressed. I'm not getting angry. It's just matter of factly. Matter of factly. Okay? Facts and numbers don't lie. I have not lied in the better part of 15 years. And because I haven't lied, I paid a whole... Oh, man. You don't know how hard it is when you try to be honest, when you try to be straight. Everything's watching, at least in my movie, and this is my movie. Everything's watching right now. Everything's listening, and it's being translated in every language in the fucking universe. Every word I say, and yet you think that you're gonna spend billions of dollars on commercial time. You can't compete. You can't compete. You can spend as much money on commercials and marketing and the purchase of social media and the purchase of the cable channels, and you'll still be found wanting. Like you are now. I keep saying you need to use the final arrow in your quiver so we can move forward. We're dead serious about everything that we say, and because I'd rather take the arrow to the chest and move on to the next phase than to punk it out with you. There's three ways of fighting: talking, punking it out, and actually fighting it out. You have chosen to punk it out, and I don't like it. I'm more of a die in the middle of the street type of nigga for what I fucking believe in, or take the life of the next man for what I believe in. See, it's all fair. It's all a 50-50 proposition. In my day, to get some ass, you got to bring some ass. And I just bring some ass. Okay? At any rate, drifting again. What's the plan here? What is the plan here? I mean, am I, as some of the, I know it sounds mundane and digressive. You know what I'm saying? Because I've said these words over and over and over, at least some of them. At least some of them. That's why this is how I know that we're having a test of wills here. You have decided that, you're going to do what you've always done. And we have decided the fuck you are. Real simple here. Real simple. Okay? And we know what's going on every level. And you Negroes better stop using words like the divine. And by the way, are they black or are they white? Don't. Getting kind of hard to tell these days, ain't it? Which is which? Huh? They know exactly what I'm talking about. They powerful. No, motherfucker, I'm powerful. No, you are misguided. You are possessed. You running your ass around here, chest a thumping, passing yourself out. You're like currency, like so much currency. But at the end of the day, everyone who you associate with tends to think just like you. And when it's like that, there is no potential for intellectual growth. All you have is a bunch of yes men and motherfuckers who, man, agree beforehand about what's going to be said, what's going to be done, and pretty much what the fucking conclusion is. And in my case, it was attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder. That was the conclusion. That was the conclusion. And I like it. But see, here's the thing. When those things happened, we entered war. And now, after 6 fucking assassination attempts, you keep wanting to act like it's not war. You need to just chill out and forget that shit that we done. Forget that we have destroyed shit. You need to just calm down while we work on something here. We don't know, but we're working on something here. Listen, how can I put this out to you? You are on a stopwatch style clock. You don't have time. I don't have time. You don't have time. The niggas up the street don't have time. The people out in San Antonio and Colorado, nobody has time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And you want to jabber, jabber, jabber and run your mouth and just continue with what you've always done. And this is becoming a problem. So at some point, we're going to have to show you that that's no longer a viable option for you. Unless you just like getting hit in all kinds of ways. And once we start to hitting on somebody, we're going to hit them good. And we're going to hit them consistently until they're no more. Until they're no more. Well, trust me on this, the operative words is no more. But the shell, nothing but the shell left. But what once was, what the shell once enjoyed, once indulged in, all of that will be gone. It'll be gone. But you can play with us if you so, if you so choose. So, the question becomes, are you going to use the last arrow so we can move on, or are you going to engage at some level that actually makes sense? I mean, is both on a local level and both on a federal level. At some point, a choice has to be made. You have decisions to make as adults, as a population, and as a political party. As a political party, because we're not playing with you, because we're dying. And no matter how you try to say that, however you want to say it, I don't want to give you any ammunition or anywhere to hide. You write your own story from here on out. You write your own story. But when we do the math on it, and we don't want to do the math because we already know what we're going to find. If we started tabulating from, say, 6 years back, city for city, and who's killing who, and why, who's unarmed, who ain't, we already know what we're going to find. Okay? And you've had an ample opportunity, all of you, both the blacks and the browns, to explain what this coalition actually meant. Because it's, and I remember, I figured it out right around the same time I figured out the NAACP. I was pissed at them. They never help us do shit. We can be starving, be kicked out of the house, and they, man, I've been to one of their offices, man. It's like a clique. They have no interest in helping black people. So I went after them, not too hard. It's been 5, 6 years ago. No, 4 years ago. And I left it alone. Because as I was making the audio, I had an epiphany. It was in the name. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And right there, I snapped and I stumbled. Damn it, Jim. Why did I think that why did I think they represent black people? It's in the damn name. What was I thinking? And then I was no longer mad at him. It was a faux pas on my part. On my part. They just need to admit it. This is more than me showing you mercy and understanding. You just have to come to grips like I did, and I stopped the attack. See? Because it's in the name. This is what you founded on, and you were founded by a gentleman that's not black. Follow the money. And then I started following the money and who supports you and who funds you and what the makeup of the memberships was down to their secret organizations, secret societies. And then I seen it again. Everywhere I looked, there you were. There you were. So at this point, as a spokesman for both my and servant for both my people and the Lord Almighty, you're gonna have to do something. Else we're not just gonna keep taking casualties, and you act like they're not casualties. Again, it's this whole devaluement of life and your concept of war, where there is dead bodies, there is war. Okay? Dead bodies without natural causes equal war. Okay? Are you getting it? Now, you may have some other definition of it, as in, well, it's always been this way. Why are you so angry? Boo-boo, I'm not angry at all. Do I seem angry, y'all? Of course not. Again, it's matter of fact, and we must be honest with each other. Or I must be honest with you. I want to be, because I have to be, but I really want to too. Because I want you to co-sign this shit. I want you to walk into the buzzsaw willfully, with the understanding that we all knew that if we keep, what's proper set of words here, if we keep on this same tangent of it's always been this way and what does he want us to do, I don't care, man. It's gonna end bad. You may hate me now, but there's a lot of room left for more hate, for cause. This is what's gonna happen. And then you'll think about the last arrow again, which I would advise you to either use it or let's move forward. Any threats will be entertained. Any bullshit will be entertained. All of it. Because we don't have time. I keep trying to stress this. They think that we got all day. No, we don't. We want them people and them people. We are on a timetable. Okay? Now, we off to a damn good start. They've already started spiritually and psychologically and a little bit sociologically. A lot sociologically. In terms of they not marching and protesting like others are. Houston notwithstanding, because they don't march and protest about a goddamn thing. I mean, unless it's a parade. They ain't got time for all that shit, and they don't. I don't know if I can agree with it because, well, anyway, that's a personal thing. But this ain't. I'm going to say this again. We're on a warlike footing. We expect casualties. Okay? You should expect casualties. Okay? If you don't want casualties, then can we move forward? You in the city here, and I mean, I just witnessed what I witnessed. I mean, people just giving away money to the point of, I don't know what you have in your mind, man. I mean, you have your picks and your chooses and your customs, none of which we give a damn about. You're gonna find out that source pretty much don't give a damn about nothing man-made. No, nothing. If it came from his heart, his mind, or that of his daughter, we don't care. Not like you would care, because we not like you and we ain't got no fucking time. We want them people and them people. And if you are confused, 1/3 of God's chosen, the rest are going to die. On the biblical word would be perish, which means die. Okay. Miserable, suffering, and then die. Okay. And God knows how many of them Gentiles over there. We ain't even counted them, but it's a bunch of them. Do we have to fight over them? Or will you continue to create a system that you basically live off of those who actually believe? Everyone else is into their own slots, positions in life. And again, we know everything. Assume that. If you assume that, you'll be allowed to. I mean, I understand there's nothing hidden. Nothing is hidden. I'm surprised that God ain't dropped information into the left ear or the right ear yet. I'm really surprised by that because generally when I'm making these, sometimes he'll be rude and just drop them right in there. And you don't even hear them. Or do you? Or do you hear the tones and the beeps? Do you? Question. Anyway, this is a serious game. We're not going to die with you. We are so unwilling to die with you. We have died for you, died with you, died running from you, died at your hands. We're done with all this fucking dying. Ain't nobody dying but us. But us. And we should be what? Quiet, not noticed as if we still under Jim Crow. Last time I don't see no dogs chasing niggas down the streets. But you have put the fear in some of us. Yeah. And I like it. I like how you operate. See, the problem is you don't like it when I operate like you because I operate at damn. I do you better than you do you. I just been showing your ass mercy. Mercy. But you have attacked and attacked and attacked in all kinds of ways. And we're not even upset about that because my black ass had to be tested. And I have been tested. But to do so now, after I've graduated, that would be a faux pas. Something that you shouldn't want to entertain in the face of what's already have transpired. I carry bad shit, man. A lot of it. A lot of it. And it's just, it's contained. It's contained. You know what I'm saying to you? It's contained, man. You could think about that. It's contained. All right? But the point of it being, that group and that group, we're not going to compromise on. And this is worldwide. Like I said, we already know we're going to have problems with other nations, but they'll be much more pliable and accepting of the reality than you would be because something's wrong with you. Or are you there? Knock, 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 knock. Are you there? Or have you gone fishing? One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Toys in the attic, maybe. Couple of French fries short of a Happy Meal. Because you're not calculating any of this right. And I think it's because you can't hear me. So, because you can't, this buys you time. And I know what I'm saying. You can't hear me. So, in many ways, like I said, I'm not even talking to flesh and blood man. But understand that which dwells within, we're not up for games. This is gonna go. This is gonna go. Armor up. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just stop. Let's just stop. You can either help the situation, or you can hurt yourselves. And then hate me later, or blame me later, or while you peruse through, law book after law book after law book, going back God knows how long. How can we prosecute? You can't prosecute me. I can't be prosecuted. Get that out of your head. How many dead? Just don't try it. We shall not be put on trial twice. Don't even try it. Don't even try to happen. No, the best thing is to either line up on the side of evil or line up on the side of good and remain and respect your positions and understand that we're at war and that I'm going to be shooting at you symbolically. But politically, I'm going to be beating you like a fucking drum. Like a drum. Like I said, you have become detrimental to the very existence and the foundation of the Negro. Ain't no way out of the argument either. Like I said, you even have what seems to be, and I know you don't like me using language like proxy, but what else am I to think? What else am I to think? I got to ask myself, well, who else is getting killed? I mean, how many of them are you have we killed versus how many? Come on, man. Work the numbers. Now, by the numbers, what would you think? Is it a cultural thing? Is it a political thing? Is it a racial thing? Which one is it? It has to be one or the other. That's propaganda. Any statement that I make after this would be propaganda because I don't know you like that. But again, understand, we don't care. They care. They care a lot. Trust me. They care more than I could ever times 10 care like they care. And I see it. Man shows mercy for man, but then man violates the very mercy that he was shown. I just seen this way. I mean, and it just goes and goes and goes, multiplied by millions all over the world. So at the end of the day, we came to the conclusion there's no way out. First conclusion, no way out. There's no aversion of war. Nope, it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen because it's already spoken. And there's nothing we can do. Okay? Thirdly, we don't have time. You never did. Now, you most certainly don't have time. I don't want to get to a point of the. Let me just put things this way. The rotations are going to stay locked in a little bit longer. And eventually, you're going to get it to the dark stuff. You are. You are. Because I don't know how many times that you can make me look helpless in the face of it. I know that you don't, you're going to say, we're not trying to make you look helpless, but you make me look helpless. I understand numbers, shit happens, but I can't get over the fact that it's always you at one end of the gun and me at the other end, over and over and over and over. And I can't get past the fact that of gentrification and the sociological impact of it. And I'm being nice when I chose that group of words. Very, very nice, because I don't want to fight with you. I don't. But what's going to be is going to be. It's going to be. Okay? So, like I said, if you're not going to use the last quiver, because I'm over the next 6 or 7 weeks, I'm going to make you want to use it this midterm season. I'm going to make you want to use it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? Why waste time? Then we can go straight to the next phase. Lord, they're going to be like, you know what? These motherfuckers, yeah. 7 times, yeah, they hit the lucky 7. And we be me now. The angels were right. And I was right. 7 times. I am source. I am 7. I am 1.